Tarika Pather never thought she would be stuck at home right now in Johannesburg. Instead, the 20-year-old aspiring architect hoped to begin studies as a freshman at Smith College in the U.S. state of Massachusetts. But in the months since being admitted, the coronavirus shut down global travel. Also, the U.S. government initially said in June it would revoke visas for international students who do not attend in-person classes, but then reversed course. Still, routine visa appointments at U.S. consulates in South Africa are suspended.
I am waiting to see if there's the possibility of getting a visa, because if I can get a visa for fall, Smith is allowing some students to live on campus in very strict conditions. But if I don't get a visa for fall, if all the administrative processes block me, hopefully I'll be going in spring semester of 2021, which would be February.
Across town, college sophomore Chaya Kingston is also at home, a world away from Harvey Mudd College in California. His college sent all students home after spring break, curtailing his first year. Although Johannesburg's airport is still operating, it's difficult to get a flight out. And as a young black man, he and his parents also worry about the wave of protests over police brutality against people of color.
They trust that I'll be responsible, or be as responsible as I can in this situation, and do what I can to prevent anything like that. They're more worried about me getting sick. And I have, I think, one family member in America. So if I do get sick and I can't come back, or someone gets sick here and I can't come back, they don't like the idea of me being on the other side of the world. But I think that they're okay with the idea of me leaving now.
The protests also concern Pather.
As a brown person who looks Indian, I don't feel comfortable at all, especially because even within the northern states, for example, in Philadelphia, when there were Black Lives Matter protests, I read and my friend told me that there were actually neo-Nazi protesters within the crowd who would just start beating up people and start trouble. So I think I'm feeling a lot more afraid and a lot more uncomfortable at the thought of going to the US than I would have a while ago.
While the youth are less worried about the viral threat, it weighs on their parents' minds.
The pandemic brings all sorts of other concerns. We are really concerned at how the United States is not dealing with the virus and, what that means for students when they do eventually get there physically.
In the meantime, these students are trying to keep busy. Pather interns at an architectural firm, and Kingston, a physics and computer science major, volunteers on a data science team, tracking the virus's growth in South Africa. It is worlds away from lecture halls and ivy-covered buildings, but they say it is an education of a different sort. Anita Powell, VOA News, Johannesburg.